Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another match reaction. Barcelona 3, Elche 1. That performance, guys, Barcelona should have honestly won by 7 plus goals. That's how many chances that we missed. We created so much in this match. I don't remember the last time Barcelona have missed this many opportunities, this many clear-cut chances. Guys, towards the end of the match, Barcelona at one point, they had an XG of 6.5. 6.5. That means Barcelona, with that XG, could have scored 7 goals. Absolutely ridiculous. We're going to be talking about the key moments in this match, guys. But before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below alongside the link to become a member. And if you guys do want to join the stream and give your thoughts about the match, feel free. I do post the link on X and on YouTube. I've just posted the link. So for those who do want to join and give their thoughts, feel free. I'd like to have the match reactions and the halftime space interactive, and that's one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel. And so feel free to join, guys. And for tonight's lineup, Hansi Flick, he did make some rotation from the game against midweek, but he started really strong. He had Joan Garcia in goal, Balde, Eric Garcia, Pau Cuarci, and Jules Koundé in the back line. Jules Koundé came off in the 80th minute mark with an injury. We have to see how serious it is. Is it just only cramps, or is it an injury that can take him out for a couple of weeks? We're gonna have to see, and what the medical reports say after the match. In midfield, we saw the return of Frankie de Jong. He was suspended for the midweek's game against Copenhagen, and so he wasn't involved. And alongside him, you had Fermin Lopez and Dani Olmo, both who had a really good game. Both of them, they missed some chances, but they played really well. Up top, you had Rafinha, Ferran, and Lamine Yamal. During the halftime space, Rafinha, he did come off with some discomfort or in the groin area. Just like with Jules Koundé, we have to see how serious it is. I don't think that Barcelona and Hansi Flick wanted to take any risks in regards to the Brazilian, and so that's why Marcus Rashford came on in the second half. But Lamine Yamal, MVP on the night. This has been one of the best performances I've seen from Lamine Yamal in terms of his overall game. His playmaking ability, his chance creation, his dribbles, his passing, his finishing as well. There was so much good from Lamine Yamal's game today, and we're going to be talking about it. But NJ, welcome, my friend. How are you doing?
Oh, hi. Hello. So, yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm just, cooking dinner.
Amazing, amazing. What'd you make of that performance? I know we talked about it in the halftime space, but this is a game in which Barcelona could have honestly won by a lot more. They should have
Yes.
been put to bed in the first half.
Yes,
Simple
I
as
agree.
that.
I agree with you. I'll be honest with you. The game overall, the way we played was amazing. Like, I got no issue with that. The only issue I had was the finishing. That was the only issue I had in the game. But
Hmm.
the whole game itself, I was okay with it. Like, how they were playing, how they were setting
Yeah.
up the plays. The defense was good, but then later on, they got tired of. So it makes sense. So overall, I'm not really mad at the game, but I'm just like a little bit like pissed off of the finishing that they.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it,
Uh, uh,
basically.
a lot of our players could have actually come away with this match with like a hat trick of assists, a hat trick of
Exactly.
goals. That's how dominant that Barcelona they were.
Yeah.
Lamine Yamal, he actually opens up the scoring very early in the match. It was a lovely goal from Lamine Yamal.
Yeah.
And Elche, they're a team who are not going to sit back. They're not going to, try to play in the low block. They're actually going to try to go at you. They're going to try to go toe to toe. And in the reverse fixture, when Barcelona played at home, you saw how Elche were just able to take the ball away from Barcelona. That was the only team, throughout throughout this La Liga campaign that has been able to do that. But one of the big negatives, or one of the big weaknesses that you do leave yourself when you do play that style of football, high pressure, intensity, you're trying to play a possession style of football, is that you leave space in behind. Barcelona, they did so well of finding that space.
Mm-hmm.
And in the opening 6 minutes of the match, Barcelona, they found that space. A pass from Dani Olmo breaking through the lines. He was absolutely cooking Donald, the Elche left back, I believe.
Yes.
He was just absolutely tearing him apart. He was able to get in behind, and he gets past Iñaki Peña, ex-Barcelona player, who is now playing for
What do you
Elche.
mean X, bro? Just loan me, bro.
Well,
what, what do you want?
well, you know what I meant. He's just
Yeah, I
like
know.
he's not at Barcelona at this point. He's just on loan.
Okay.
But Lamine Yamal able to get past Iñaki Peña, and that's 1-0. In the opening 7 minutes, Barcelona take the lead, but it did not stop there. Barcelona kept on knocking on the door time and time again. You had this chance here from Dani Olmo. It goes out wide. It was some lovely interchange between Balde and Dani Olmo. And when you talk about Balde's performance, guys, I'm gonna give a very quick overview of his performance. Balde, his underlapping was fantastic. Usually, Balde at times he overlaps. He tries to go out wide, but every single time he was, underlapping and making those driving runs inside, he was finding space. He was finding
Yeah,
space. He was
it was.
so good on the ball, being able to carry it. And you saw a great Balde performance tonight.
Yeah.
Overall, the team played really, really well. A couple minutes later, in the 28th minute mark, you had this chance from Dani Olmo, hits the crossbar, and you're thinking, Barcelona 1-0. You had two chances to open up the scoring, but
It
unable to
makes
do
sense for
that.
that part. It,
Unable to do that.
yeah.
Elche, they knock, they score. As we talked about with Elche, when they play with a high line, they expose themselves to balls in behind.
Mm-hmm.
Elche, they do that. They had a lovely run from, I believe, it was from midfield from Alvaro, able to break that high line, and nothing really Joan Garcia can do in that situation. This chance from Ferran is one of the worst misses that I've seen. This was ridiculous from Ferran. Ferran, point blank range,
Yeah.
misses. But guys, it doesn't stop there. Ferran hits the crossbar, and a second later, hits the post. This is like FIFA. This is like when you're playing on FIFA, and the ball hits the crossbar, hits the keeper, you shoot again, hits the post, bounces off, and it doesn't go in. It
Yeah.
was one of those moments where it just the ball did not want to go in. You can see a better angle from right
Yeah,
here.
it's just one of those games for
It was
Ferran.
it was one of those games from Ferran where he's been frustrating up top, and following that, he clears it. We have
Yeah.
another chance right here, and Ferran, he clears it. He's playing. He's doing the defender's job, and he's clearing the ball.
Yeah.
If he was an Elche defender, he would be having a great match.
Yeah.
But Barcelona, a couple minutes after, and Ferran specifically, he is able to respond. He's
Yeah.
able to get a goal, and this is where Barcelona take the lead. And you're thinking, yes, 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 because the game was getting a little bit frustrating, guys, because the amount of chances that we were missing and we were creating, we should have been deserved winners. And I'm not showing you guys all the chances because that's how many Barcelona they missed.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to find every single one, but we were able to get a second right before the half, and it continued on. You have this chance from Fermin Lopez. He also had another big chance as well. Lamine Yamal beating Donald, scoring it back to Fermin Lopez in a similar position, but he skies it. It wasn't the best game from Fermin in regards to finishing, but he was getting in
Yeah.
very dangerous positions.
Mm-hmm.
Ferran as well, guys, and you can see the amount of chances that I'm showing you guys. This is all within the first half, and it continues. Ferran beats Iñaki Peña, and he shoots it to goal, but he kind of scuffs the shot, and so it doesn't have the pace and power to beat the players, and it's a goal line clearance, and this should have been 3-1. At this
Yeah.
point, you're thinking Barcelona should have gone into this half minimum with 3 goals,
Yeah. At
minimum.
least four. At least four max.
Yeah, yeah, four or around there. And the second half, you did see the intensity drop a slight bit in the opening 20 minutes. Elche, they did knock. That's what happens when you don't basically kill off the game. Elche had an opportunity right here to equalize, but Adam, he finished horrendously, and he sent the
Oh
ball
yeah.
all the way to the
That one was
corner
so funny
flag.
too. That
The,
one's funny as well.
he sent the ball all the way to the corner flag. That's how poor that shot was from Adam, but we take that.
Yeah.
Barcelona, able to keep alive in the game, keep their lead alive. Marcus Rashford comes on for Rafinha in
Oh my
the
god,
second
that
half, and this chance for Marcus Rashford, oh my god! Frankie de Jong in the match was brilliant. He gave the assist to
yeah.
Ferran, his dummies, and his ability to give pausa. When he
Mm-hmm.
was 1v1 against the keeper was amazing, and he gives a brilliant through pass. A
Yeah.
brilliant ball to Marcus Rashford right here. Marcus Rashford has tons of space. He slows down in this position right here. He takes a shot. It goes out wide. It goes out wide. He doesn't even get it on target, you know. And this could have been 4-1. This
Yeah.
could have been 4-1. No, nothing like that. But Barcelona, they finally get their third goal, and that was through a also brilliant Lamine Yamal header to keep the ball alive. Squares it, ball rebounds, and Marcus Rashford executes, and that is 3-1 for Barcelona. And the chances don't stop there, guys. I'm telling you, we've had so many. Marcus Rashford, another one, and you have right here was it a challenge or a block from Elche? Well, was it the player who blocked it, or was it the keeper?
I think I, I think the goalkeeper stopped it though. I feel like the defender like touched it a little bit, but most likely it was Pena who stopped it.
Yeah. I wasn't too sure. I was reading the chat,
Yeah.
but regardless, Marcus Rashford having the opportunity to increase the score line, but on not being able to. And I show you guys this, guys. I want to show you the stats. Barcelona, 30 shots, 30, 30 shots, 8 being on target, 10 big chances. 10 big chances with an expected goals of 6.24. At one point it was 6.5. That's look at that. Look at the
Yeah.
difference. But Barca being so dominant against Elche, but that finishing, man, that finishing was so poor
I
today.
promise you, bro. They need to do a practice shooting without the goalkeeper in front of them, bro. Tomorrow.
Oh, they have to. They have to. I think that's something that
You
Hansi
know.
Flick is gonna immediately have them do. But NJ, what thoughts overall on the performance? Because we talked about the
Hmm.
finishing and everything, but this was a performance in my opinion that I'm happy with.
Yeah, I was happy
Even
with
though
too.
that the
Yeah.
finishing was frustrating,
Yeah.
I'm very happy that Barcelona put in this type of performance because they were
Mhm.
dominating Elche.
Yes, I agree. They were very calm. When they were playing. They were like able to control the basics. Which is good, which we need. So overall, it was a good game in a certain extent. But yeah, the finishing was an awful one. But I feel like okay, fair enough. Like Lamine got the man of the match because he deserved it for sure. But I felt like if we didn't miss the goals, Frankie, I should have been the man of the match
Yeah.
if they didn't miss. You
And
know.
NJ, talk to me about Frankie De Jong because I thought Frankie De Jong's games overall was
Yeah.
amazing. You're seeing Frankie De Jong game in and game out perform at a fantastic level. This has been one of the best months I would say for Frankie De Jong under
Yeah.
Hansi Flick.
For sure, like I feel like with Frank, he finally understands that yeah, it's okay to be like a second choice like midfielder with Pedri, but with Pedri's not there, you have to play as the first option. Because again, yeah, yes, you can say, oh yeah, we pay you big money, yes, sure, why not? But then again, at the same time, like you're one of the senior players, like you should be the one helping the team, right? You should be the one starting the play for us, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, yes, he had like bad runs in the past, but ever since Flick came, I feel like Frankie's game has changed. Like he became more calm when he plays. Like yes, he still needs to work on his defensive what is it defensive effort.
Responsibilities,
Yeah,
his intensity
yeah.
at times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then it's the same way. You're seeing that he's doing it slowly and surely. But again,
Hmm.
man, with Frankie, man, he should have at least 5 assists this game, bro. They robbed
Minimum.
they robbed they robbed
Yes.
the young.
Yes,
Impromptu
Frankie de
long ball.
Jong was so good today, guys. He was able to get in some fantastic positionings. He was making great runs inside the box. He was giving him some passes to Lewandowski, interchanging between Lamine
Yeah,
Yamal. This was the instance in which he's able to get past Iñaki Peña and score it back to Ferran for the second goal.
man.
Frankie overall was brilliant,
Yeah,
and
for
you're
sure.
seeing Frankie de Jong. I would say take a step up in regards to responsibility
Yeah,
because
for
you've
sure.
seen at times, in the biggest of games, him shy away at times, and
Yeah.
he performs extremely well, and maybe this type of game, but in big games he isn't able to do that. But this season, I've seen a different Frankie De Jong. Hopefully, this continues,
Yeah.
and we
Kind
knock
of.
on wood that he's able to
Yeah, it's
perform in the
true.
biggest of games. But I want to give praise to Frankie De Jong for the performance that he put in, and
It,
he's not alone because also
Bernal. Bernal was
Mar
cooked.
Marc Bernal in his cameo was great.
Yeah.
He had roughly 30 minutes. But I
Yeah.
wanted to talk about Pau Cuarci because Pau Cuarci, I thought alongside Eric Garcia in the center back spot, they were fantastic.
Yeah,
That
they were. Yeah.
partnership, they were able to read the ball so well every single time
The
Elche they were
timing was
trying to get
good.
in behind. They were in the right space and right
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And
I
so
mean, yeah, you're
Andrew,
right.
what
Yeah,
did you make
like
of their performance?
yeah, with Barca, he was playing amazing. Yes, yes, yes. They got cooked. They got cooked half like later on, but I mean, that's part of the game, bro. Like you can't be perfect every time. Like, but overall, when you look at the game, he was on point. He was defending. He played a big, crucial playing defense in the first half. When we lost timing of the offside trap, like he was there to like stop them. But same as Eric Garcia, even though they got cooked halfway, they were still able to like help on the defense and defense and a little bit of the offense.
Yeah.
Overall, as long as they're like consistent during the game, yes. No, we already know that we're gonna concede a goal no matter what, anyways. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's not really my issue. It's more like them timing their reads. So overall, with them, yeah, I was happy with them. At all.
Precisely, precisely.
Yeah.
But guys, last player that I want to talk about, Lamine Yamal. He was
Yeah.
world class this match. I
Oh
started off
yeah.
the video talking about his playmaking ability. This is one of the best performances I've seen from Lamine Yamal.
Yeah,
His
man.
overall game,
I gotta
the
agree.
passes that he was making, the dribbles, he was cooking Donald on that right hand side. He was finding Ferran, Frankie, so many players every single time. And this
Yeah.
is one of the best performances I've seen from him. I don't know if you agree, NJ.
Yeah, I agree with you. In the offensive aspect, he was cooking, he was helping
Yeah.
out. Then in his defensive game he was actually like
Yes.
helping a lot of players, man. Like, dang, I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm like, man, like that's the kind of Lamine I want to see. Like when you're not playing good, at least please at least help up in defense and start help
Yeah.
building up that offense, which he did both today. So which is
Yeah.
I'm happy with him. Like I had no issues with him, and yet that we just need that right back to like help him out to make it
Yeah.
easier. But overall,
Yeah.
his game was amazing.
He was absolutely fantastic. His dribbles, his when he beat Iñaki Peña, this wasn't the first time he was beating Iñaki. He was beating Donald when he was putting it into these 1-1 positions, and at times you're thinking, man, if he's Barcelona, they have such an exciting talent on our hands, and he came, at just the right moment. I'm super super happy to have Lamine Yamal here at the club, and what this win means for us as a team, guys, is that we are now 4 points ahead of Real Madrid. Real Madrid, they're going to be playing against Rayo tomorrow. Hopefully, they draw points. Hopefully, we're able to keep this lead. But the La Liga title at the top is extremely tight. Barcelona are going to have to be remaining locked in for the remainder of the season. That's how close it's going to be. But NJ, any final thoughts before we round off?
Um, I would say like what. Sure, like just improve your shooting moves, I guess.
Does improve the shooting. Well, I
Yeah.
mean that's something that I assume that Hansi Flick is going to work with the
Okay,
team and
then
everything.
my other word would be like just keep doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Like don't need to like overcomplicate. Just whatever's working, just keep doing it. Unless if some scenarios it doesn't work, just learn to like adjust.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. But guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the match reaction. I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys make of Barcelona's victory over Elche? What do you guys make of that performance? And as always, guys, Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, guys.